Hey, welcome back. So, it's been a week. We're a little bit older, a little bit wiser. Some of us are a little more mature, might have grown beards. In the time this is still up. Last week, we went over kind of an introduction to everything. We did some tab, learned a few songs like that. We started on some chords, and at the very end of the lesson, I gave you these 4 chords to learn. I kind of threw that at you really quick. So today, I want to go over that more in depth. I want to give you and a few more possibilities of what you could do with some basic open chords. Okay, so last week we learned A minor and D. They're these right here. But I'm going to free up some space. I'm going to delete George the cat. Say goodbye, George. There'll be other cats. Don't worry about that. And today we're going to get to A minor, C, F, and G. Last week we did D2. Don't worry too much about that. Like I said, hopefully by this point in my video production, I'll have sent you that link to a list of all the chords. Or for the most part, all the simple open chords that we can start on doing. But these 4 up in the top right corner here are good ones that I would recommend starting with, just to get your fingers kind of into motion. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When we're working with chord charts, you've got your 6 lines, just like the 6 lines of the guitar, right? So with A minor, this is fret number 1, fret number 2, fret number 3, okay? Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Remember our finger numbers, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's what these numbers mean. When you see a 1 on the first fret, you're going to put that here. It's also on the second string, right? So this is the highest string, this is the lowest string. You got a 1 right here, and then 2 and 3, these 2 fingers, 1 are both on the second fret, the 2 middle strings, right? So the 4th string and the 3rd string. You got a 2 right here and a 3 right here. So pick that out for me. This is A minor. This is the best chord ever. You gotta love A minor, trust me. Okay, from that, next chord we're gonna do is called C. So remember last week we talked about how chords have a first name and a last name? If you only see just a C, that means it's a major chord, okay? It's the most common chord type you got. If I were to put in a little M at the end of it, we'd be talking about C minor, completely different thing. This is C major, this is C minor. Different vibes, different chord. Erase this, we're going to do C major today. Okay, so 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. This will not change. If A minor looks like this, 2 and 3, the only thing you have to do to go from A minor to C is take this 3rd finger, this one here, and you're going to put it up here, okay? This is a C chord. Watch this. Without losing on this line, 3rd finger here, boom. And all that did was take this little step, play me that. A minor, C, A minor, C. This is the perfect first chord to switch out on. So if you're starting to play songs, you're starting to do little rhythms with your right hand, just try different stuff. And then try to get yourself to change chords in rhythm. And like I said last week, if you're having trouble getting the right sound out of your guitar from the strings, don't get mad at yourself, because whenever you just start out on anything, you gotta develop, you have to develop your finger strength right now. It's very important. But say you're working on A minor and you do 1 string at a time. If everything sounds good, perfect. If one sounds, if you can't get a full sound out a bit, mess around with different things on your fingers. Make sure you're playing with the very tips of your fingers. That's important. Okay? From C, the next chord we're going to go to is called F. We're going to do F and also G. So we're here right now with C, okay? When you're going from C to F, all you gotta do is move these two fingers down 2 strings, right? So this is gonna look like 3, 2, 1. See how they're all diagonal? All the strings are touching. Watch me do it. This one goes to this. It's gonna go to this, believe it or not. But the red arrows are just supposed to direct. This is coming down, and this is coming down. What I mean by that is, alright, so you got your A minor, very beginning, take this finger, pop it up, you're in C. Okay? To go from C to F, these 2 fingers each come down straight. Okay? Watch it again. C, F. C, F. It's a small difference, but the sound makes a whole world of difference. This is C, this is F. See what I mean? So practice strumming that. Every time you get to a new chord, I want you to pause it and practice strumming it. So we've got A minor, C, F, C, okay, with me so far? So the last one is G. Don't take G lightly. A lot of people have problems with G. And that being said, a lot of guitar teachers teach G different ways. There's a bunch of different ways you can play G. It looks like this, right? I like to use my pinky with it. Mostly, I think that's the easiest way to play it. Here's F. Coming back up from F to C. To get to G, you're taking your fingers up another time, right? So here's where your 3-2 is going to end up, okay? And that means that they're coming up from here. And then G is a little bit different. With C and F, you've got this first finger stays in the same place, and same with A minor actually. These 3, this finger has not moved until G. You take it up, you take this finger off completely, right? And instead you're going to put a pinky down at the bottom. That's the hardest thing to scratch sometimes, so feel free to shake out your hand. But pinky is the 4th finger, remember? It's going to be on the 3rd fret all the way at the bottom. Okay, so G looks like this. Sounds like this. Okay, so walk with me one more time. G is hard. G is not easy. You've got A minor. Once you get to that, pull the finger up. That's C, and bring these 2 down, F, you can bring them back up to C at this point, and then to G, bring them up, and you switch. This finger comes off, this finger comes out. G's a nice chord, they're all pretty nice chords. Like I said, different people play G's differently, so if your friends are talking and they're like, oh, we play G like this, that's cool too, you know. That would switch around these 2 fingers. I like to do it this way. If these are the first 4 chords you're learning, it's kind of easy to base it off of, you know, here's C, and you're just bringing them both up, or here's C, and you're bringing them both down to F. Some people play G like this. There are different situations where you'd want to play G like that. Once you get to know hundreds of different chords and you want to switch to different things, you might want to use your pinky to play notes out here. You might want to be doing this chord. Either way, practice it like this, practice it some other way. It sounds the same chord. If you're playing A minor, C, F, and G, in this order, I'm going to teach you 2 songs. First one, the Red Hot Chili Peppers song that we already did, Other Side. Starts out with an A minor, and then F, C, and it ends on G. C see how it just kind of works down. You got A minor, F, now your fingers just come down, C. So it's down, C, and then bring your fingers down again, take off the first finger and pop on the pinky.